Do you know that the adult you are today was largely shaped by the child you were at 8 years old? At that age, our brains are mapping out how the world works and what we must do to receive love, safety, acceptance, and validation. The adult who experiences severe burnouts and struggles to say no may have been the child who was often praised for being perfect or people pleaser. They learned early that their values are tied to saying yes to everything and to everyone else. So today they struggle to set boundaries or say no to things that make them uncomfortable. The adult who struggles speaking up often was a child who was told their voice was a disturbance. They learned that keeping quiet was the safest way to avoid conflicts. These are the people sitting with brilliant ideas, but they never speak about them. They remain silent. Number 3, the adult who hides their strength or potential. This may have been a child at 8 who was shamed for being who they are, for showing off or for outshining other children. They internalized the belief that being powerful or visible was dangerous. So today, they actively sabotage and shrink their potential. Then there is that adult who cannot trust others, the ones who refuse to ask for help. They want to control everything, even if it's a small task. They trust only themselves that they're the ones that can do it. These are often children at 8 years old who grew up in unstable homes where adults could let them down at any time and constantly forgot the promises that they make to them. So they learned that relying on others is very dangerous. Then there is the chronic over-explainer. You've seen people who will do a small mistake and they are going to explain themselves even when they are not questioned anything. You find they want to justify everything. Even if it's a small mistake or something small, they will defend it and they will try to justify it and give all the reasons why it went that way so that they are understood clearly. As a child, they were constantly misunderstood, falsely accused. They learned that they must constantly defend themselves to avoid getting themselves into deeper trouble. Then there is the defensive adult, that I cannot take feedback from anyone else. When a boss or a partner or a friend gives a constructive feedback, in most cases, you constantly get angry, shut down, or blame, or find someone else to blame. As a child, corrections were never gentle. It was loud, embarrassing, and felt like an attack on your entire character. So what happens now is that your brain, every time you receive feedback, your brain hears feedback as a threat to your safety rather than a way to grow. At the end of the day, you're going to realize that everyone is dealing with something. There is no perfect person, okay? Healing begins when you identify your own hidden struggles and then boldly try as much as possible to change, okay? Or seek for help. Because all these traits, the moment you are aware, I get so defensive, I am not I always want to micromanage everything. I'm someone who struggles to say no to things that I'm not comfortable with or to burnouts. Then you are able to change, okay? This is not something to attack your character or your behavior, but it's something to create awareness about who you act and what could have been the root cause. Unresolved childhood wounds can quietly damage our adult relationships, peace of mind, work life, and how we parent, okay? As parents, we must raise our children from a place of conscious awareness, understanding that we are not parenting for present moment, but for the future. Every single trait in your child can be nurtured into a superpower. I don't want us to look at this as all bad. No, that can be nurtured into a superpower. As long as you as a parent, you are self-aware enough to support their unique growth rather than projecting your own fears onto their journey.